Welcome to NEDA's Excerpts from the Experts, 7-minute learning sessions with researchers and practitioners in the field of eating disorders, and families and individuals sharing their experiences and perspectives. I'm your host, Sarah Bowie-Keaton. This week, our guest is Leah Graves. She's a registered dietitian nutritionist with a certification in eating disorders and nutrition, with 37 years of experience working in a variety of inpatient and outpatient settings. Today, Leah will discuss the role of nutrition professionals and registered dietitian nutritionists in the care of individuals with eating disorders. Leah, welcome to the program. It's wonderful to have you here with us today.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you the difference between a nutritionist and a dietitian, as well as the qualifications needed to be able to provide eating disorder treatment in your field.
That is a great question, Sarah. And I'll start by explaining what a registered dietitian or a registered dietitian nutritionist, you'll see letters after someone with those credentials of an RD or an RDN. That is a national credential, much akin to a registered nurse or other types of healthcare professionals who go through a specific training collegiate program with specific education, supervised professional experience, and the completion of boards. So soliciting help from an RDN or an RD ensures that you've got proficiency and competency in the applying of nutrition science to human beings. The title nutritionist in some states can be interchangeable with that, but not in all. And you always can count on that national RD or RDN to guarantee you that you've got someone with that nutrition expertise. You really want to talk to your professional that you are seeking out and come prepared to ask some questions like, how much experience do you have? How many years have you been doing this? What types of care have you provided? And what is your philosophy in working with my care team in working on my nutrition care?
Can you tell us why it's essential to work with a nutritionist in the eating disorder treatments?
That is a great question too. So the reality is that eating disorders impact eating behavior, which means that most of the health consequences of these illnesses are a direct result of disruption in nutrition. That can be that someone has a symptom of binge eating, and that the foods that that person includes in binges displace vital nutrition that would need to be taken in another way. It could mean an individual is very selective in their variety of food and has eliminated so much that there are vitamin and mineral deficiencies. It could be that someone's just eating so little that they have nutrition deficits as a result of not enough energy and not enough small nutrients like vitamins and minerals coming in. So the nutrition professional is a really essential part of the team because we're the only ones really poised to do that full nutrition assessment and look at the whole person, not only from a medical nutrition state perspective, but also taking a look at their other elements like environmental factors, deficits in skill in being able to provide for oneself, cooking skills, for example, shopping skills, for example, and other things like that. So we bring to the table one foot in this medicine side. We have this medical nutrition angle, and then this other foot in the more behavioral side of things and understanding a bit more about what food means culturally, how that is impactful to individuals depending on their culture, and how we may assist them in taking their steps on their recovery journey.
So you really look at the entire person in their environment, all the factors. It sounds like a very
individualized care. It's highly individualized.
Yeah. And so you talked about assessment. So once the assessment's made, how do you support the client through the treatment process?
So once that first interaction or assessment is made, then the dietitian is going to be working with that client and their treatment team to establish some goals and treatment targets and a plan of care to have personalized interventions and and different types of education and encounters to assist that person in achieving those goals. So we're working with the client and the rest of the multidisciplinary team in order to support that client in all of the areas of through the steps of their care journey.
So the support network sounds like a very essential component.
Right.
Yeah. So what recommendations do you have for individuals, families, friends who have a concern that a loved one may have an eating disorder or someone themselves? And you as a nutritionist, from your perspective, what would you tell these people?
So the first thing I would tell someone that has a concern about having an eating disorder or having a loved one that has an eating disorder would be to seek some professional guidance, seek professional information. Going to the NEDA website is a great place to start because there are tools there to help with some ideas about screening that might help you answer, yes, definitely, I need to seek a professional in my community in order to have an evaluation, and to work from that point. Once you learn what is happening for that individual, then to seek specialty care and to include the family and supporters in that care all along the way.
Well, Leah, thank you so much for being with us today and sharing your knowledge around nutrition and eating disorders. This has been very helpful. Thank you so much. NEDA's mission is to support individuals and families affected by eating disorders and serve as a catalyst for prevention, cures, and access to quality care. NEDA offers programs and services designed to help you find the help and support you need. Whether you have been personally affected by an eating disorder or care about someone who has, recovery is possible, and we're here to support you.